What's up everyone, and welcome to Gwen Skin, the channel that's powered by ingredients and skincare, and where we get to the naked truth of what those ingredients do. If you're somebody with dry skin, then it doesn't matter how much water you drink, it doesn't matter how much moisturizer you put on, it doesn't even matter how many different serums you put on. Sometimes it just feels like your skin is unbelievably dry like a Sahara desert. And sometimes it may even feel like, what the hell is the point? No matter how much I do, no matter how much I buy, I'm still feeling like a dry person. So at this point, what can you do? Well, what we should be doing is paying attention to the certain ingredients that are inside of your skincare to help with actually hydrating your skin and nourishing your skin rather than nothing. So today I want to focus on skincare products under 15 bucks for dry skin. So let's get into it. Before we fully get into this, there are a couple things I do want to disclose with you guys. My name is Guinevere and I am a licensed esthetician in California. Here's what you don't know about dry skin. Dry skin lacks the capability to constantly produce oil to protect itself and hydrate itself throughout the day. That is why dry skin is so damn dry. Now, what exactly does this mean? Well, unfortunately, it does mean that dry skin is more susceptible to developing certain sensitive skin conditions and developing free radical damage from the environment. When it comes to shopping for people with more of a dry skin type, it's of course important to look for ingredients that are going to be, well, hydrating for the skin, but it's also important to look for ingredients that are going to be protecting the skin and also nourishing the skin throughout the day so that your skin isn't losing too much damn water. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that we can keep learning about our skin and different ingredients together. First step in any skincare routine should be to wash your face. But it does take some information to know what is the right cleanser to use, especially for people with dry skin. So my professional recommendation for a cleanser under 15 bucks is going to be the Roche Posay Tolerane Hydrating Cleanser. The key ingredients that make this cleanser so worth the buck are going to be glycerin, ceramides, niacinamide, and panthenol. Glycerin is a humectant that fuels and stores the skin cells with water. Ceramides limit the amount of water loss and prevent harmful substances from entering the skin to create damage. Niacinamide is a vitamin B3 and anti-inflammatory that increases the production of fatty acids and ceramides in the skin. And panthenol. Panthenol is a vitamin B5 and an antioxidant to help protect your skin. Toners, man. Toners are widely misconceived. A lot of people know that they should have a toner, but I don't feel like everybody really understands what a toner truly does for the skin. So the purpose of a toner is to re-cleanse the skin of any impurities that a cleanser may have missed and to help the absorption and penetration of your other products. Now, to be honest with you, I may have a little bit of a bias when it comes to toners because I have found one that I personally absolutely love, and therefore I recommend it to not just all of my clients, but I also use it on a daily basis, and it just so happens to be a drugstore brand. So my professional recommendation for a great toner is going to be the Heritage Store Rose Water Toner. The key ingredients that make this toner so awesome are going to be glycerin, rose, and 2 different types of hyaluronic acid, sodium PCA and sodium hyaluronic. Glycerin fuels and stores the skin cells with water, and rose contains trans-retinoic acids, which means that rose is a natural source of retinol. Rose has the ability to brighten the skin, increase collagen production, and help skin maintain its own hydration. And the 2 different types of hyaluronic acid, sodium PCA, which is a hyaluronic acid that's able to hold up to 250 times its weight in water, and sodium hyaluronic, which can hold up to 1,000 times its weight in water, and because of the smaller molecular weight of sodium hyaluronate, it's able to penetrate deeper into the epidermal layers of the skin, grab moisture from the dermal layers, and drag all of that moisture up to the epidermis. Serums! Ooh, serums. Serums are literally my favorite part of my skincare. I love putting serums on. They make my skin feel amazing. And it just depends on what's inside your serum that's actually going to help you. So my professional recommendation for a serum for those with dry skin is going to be the Ordinary Buffet. The key ingredients that make this serum so worth the buck are going to be glycerin, sodium hyaluronate, matrixyl 3000, allantoin, urea, and sodium lactate. Woo, how many ingredients was that? Goodness. Moving on, glycerin, which I think I've mentioned at least 2 times by now. Glycerin fuels and stores the skin cells with water. Sodium hyaluronate, which is a derivative of hyaluronic acid, is able to hold up to 1,000 times its weight in water. And due to its low molecular weight, that means it's able to penetrate deeper into the epidermal layers of the skin, grab moisture from the dermis, and then drag that all the way back up to the epidermal layers of the skin. Matrixyl 3000, which is a peptide comprised of 2 different proteins, is able to promote collagen and elastin production in the skin. Allantoin is an antibacterial and has anti-inflammatory properties and is able to kill off certain acne-forming bacteria in the skin. Urea is a humectant and anti-inflammatory that improves the skin's ability to retain its own moisture. Sodium lactate is a derivative of lactic acid, which is going to improve the cell turnover in the skin and also maintain skin's hydration. Here we go with the moisturizers now. All right, ready for your skin to take some drinks of water? Use a moisturizer. That's the only way to do it. My professional recommendation for a great moisturizer for those with dry skin under 15 bucks is going to be the Cetaphil Daily Hydrating Lotion. The key ingredients that make this moisturizer so worth the buck are going to be hydroxyethylurea, glycerin, and 2 different types of hyaluronic acid, sodium PCA, and hydrolyzed hyaluronic acid. Hydroxyethylurea is a derivative of urea, which is a fancy word for it's been chopped and mixed with water. And urea is a humectant that softens the skin and also improves skin's ability to retain its own moisture. Glycerin fuels and stores the skin cells with water, and the 2 different types of hyaluronic acid, sodium PCA, which is a derivative of hyaluronic acid, and is able to hold up to 250 times its weight in water, and hydrolyzed hyaluronic acid, which is another fancy name for it's been chemically mixed with water, is able to hold up to 1,000 times its weight in water, and reacts very similarly to sodium hyaluronate. Okay, here we go with the sunscreen. Sunscreen is very important for not just all skin types, but especially for dry skin types. Why is that, you say? Well, dry skin types are more susceptible to certain sensitive skin conditions and free radical damage that could be brought on by the environment. So when it comes to a sunscreen, it's very important to get a sunscreen that is not only broad spectrum, but will also be an SPF of 30 or higher. The reason why is because an SPF of 30 is going to have about 95 to 96% protection. Anything higher than that, say at 50, is going to be about 96 to 97%. But unfortunately, there is no 100% protection factor for sunscreen. So my professional recommendation for a great sunscreen for those with more dry skin is going to be Bare Republic Mineral Sunscreen SPF 30. The key ingredients that make the sunscreen so worth the buck are going to be titanium dioxide, zinc oxide, and shea. Titanium dioxide and zinc oxide are minerals that naturally occur in the earth, and shea is going to hydrate the skin throughout the day. And the last step of every skincare regimen should be an oil. The reason why an oil should be the last step in any skincare routine is because an oil is going to create a barrier and lock in all of the moisture that you just put on. And that's probably the most important part of, putting on your whole skincare routine in general, is to make sure that your skin is properly hydrated. And this is especially necessary for people with more dry skin, because if you remember a little bit earlier when I told you what you didn't know about your dry skin lacks the ability to produce enough oil to protect and hydrate itself throughout the day. My professional recommendation for a great oil for those with more dry skin types is going to be, hear me out, E.L.F. Nourishing Facial Oil. The key oils that make this oil so nourishing are going to be jojoba, grapeseed, rose, and almond oils. Jojoba oil is a light oil that can reduce excessive oil production because of its ability to mimic skin's natural oil. Grapeseed oil is very hydrating for dry skin and contains high amounts of antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, and essential fatty acids. Rose contains trans-retinoic acids, which means that rose is a natural source of retinol. And if you're familiar with the effects of a retinol, rose is able to brighten the skin, increase collagen production, and help skin maintain its own moisture. And almond oil is not only very, very hydrating, but it also contains high amounts of vitamin E, which also means it's going to be very healing for your very dry skin. If you're somebody with a dry skin type that is more prone to acne, all of these oils I had just listed off are non-comedogenic. If you're somebody who needs help with how to use all of these products and in what order are they supposed to really go in, well, it just so happens that this entire video is laid out so that you know exactly what to use in what order. But at the same time, if you're somebody who does need further assistance and you would like to contact me, please leave a comment. I am more than happy to help, as that is 100% why I created this channel. I just want to help anybody and everybody who doesn't truly understand ingredients in skincare or what skincare would probably be best for their skin type, and finding the right products for that issue. Do stay connected with me through social media, as I am constantly talking about skincare to the point where it's like, do I even speak English anymore, or do I just speak skincare? I'd really like to know. I also do have a TikTok, but I just more of like mess around on that one. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button so that we can keep learning about our skin and different ingredients together. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you found some of this information very valuable to you. And now when you're shopping for a skincare product for not just yourself or for somebody else, you know not only what to look for, but you now know what those ingredients do for the skin. Until next time, I will see you in the fab lab.